Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Thomasin. You may be wondering, Thomasin, where did you get that cute bag from? Well, let me tell you. This is a Made by Tomi original. Right here, I made this. I didn't make it, I painted on it. Can't take all the credit. I followed a Bob Ross tutorial and we came out with this. This is Bob Ross on a bag. I think it's kind of cute or whatever. I think I did a nice job with this one. I'm quite proud of it. If you'd like to see how I did this, please continue to watch and thank you, yeah, bye! So I started off with this basic grey bag. It was actually my sister's. She said she didn't need it anymore, so I took it, or I asked her nicely for it. I also got these Angers paints and paintbrushes to paint with. I started off by stuffing the bag with newspaper just to give it shape, I don't know, and reading the directions, because there's a lot of things to this that I just never used before, like this leather preparer glaze thing, which basically wipes off all of the shine and that off the bag so that I can like paint on it well. So yeah, I did that. I sort of scrubbed it with that, and then I got to painting. I started off painting this bag white because I thought that would be a good canvas to start off with so the colours can really show. I realised that I actually didn't need to be this careful because I needed to paint the whole bag white anyway, and it didn't really matter if it's in the lines or not. So yeah, very pointless footage, but here it is. I also found that I needed to paint more than one layer onto the bag because, as you can see, it's not a work of art yet. This does not look like the professional paint job I was hoping for, but we move. So yeah, I continued with the pointless touch-ups and then I dried it with a hairdryer. I did a poll on my Instagram to see which painting I should paint on this bag, and people went for this one. The top choice was this one. It's called Peaceful Valley. So that's what I'm gonna be attempting to paint on my bag. First things I'm gonna do is use this blue and this black to make up Prussian blue. We'll just mix and see how it goes.
Welcome back. Today I thought we'd do a little picture that's a little different than what we've been doing. And today I want to emphasize how to do several ranges of mountains and have some in the background that are very quiet, very distant, and then come forward with it, and we'll see what happens here. I've already prepared the canvas with a layer of magic white, just brushed in both directions. Okay, we'll start with a little bit of Prussian blue, and we're really working into the bristles of the brush. And we'll start right at the top, working across.
At this point, I had no idea what Bob was talking about. I had not prepared my canvas the way I should have. The white paint was actually supposed to be a little bit wet so that it could blend in with the other colours. So that's what I was doing last minute.
Working across. And we're picking up the magic white as we go across here. And automatically.
Honestly, I felt like I was losing it. You know that meme where that kid is on that cooking show and they're mixing really quickly and chaotically? That's how I felt. I felt like that kid. That was the inside of my head.
And we'll just hypnotize this a little bit.
What yeah. I just feel like he just jumped like 20 steps ahead and I just wasn't ready for it. I've got blue that needs to... This blue needs to fill in these gaps. Oh gosh. I don't know what to make of this. This is so hard. This was my first time following a Bob Ross tutorial. I'd never painted on this material before either, and I did not do any research to find out whether I should be painting on it in this way. Actually no, that's a lie, I did do a bit of research. I did a little bit, but evidently didn't come up with any answers. So at this point I realised that I'd got paint on the wall. I kind of concluded that what's done is done and that I'll deal with the consequences later. This is terrible, but you know, I can't do anything about that now. I feel like I'm racing against the clock. That's the grey colour we've got. Okay. What does Bob want us to do then?
And just let it roll around. Maybe another little bump right there.
I don't know who he thinks I am. I'm gonna use this brush and I'm just gonna make a mountain. Alright. So I made this dark grey colour out of blue, black and brown to paint the mountains. None of my paint was blending because it had already dried, which on this canvas, this bag, it was gonna happen. It was just gonna happen.
And pull that paint down. We want it to get lighter as it goes toward the horizon here.
Okay, lighter to
Pull it down. Once again, it's mixing with the magic white that's already on the canvas, and automatically this occurs.
My magic white is dry.
Pull this one down.
That's what we've got so far. I quite like it. It looks nothing like what Bob's done, but I quite like it. Also, Bob seems to have some sort of reflection down the middle that I have not painted on. I might have to add that in. Like a bit of a magic, like something like that. It's probably the same. It's probably exactly what Bob did. Yeah, it's probably. Wow, I've drawn a mountain range. This is so exciting. Oh god, my heart is racing. I'm so nervous. Okay. I think we've overdone it again. I think we've overdone it. This is our. Oh, it actually looks quite good on camera. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, cool. You see, there's a big gap and it's almost like it, I don't think that's what Bob would have wanted. Bob is putting snow on his mountains, so I too shall put snow on my mountains. I'm so nervous. The angle at which I bent my neck to look at what I was making, I know it's excessive, but honestly my eyesight was really, it was trying. Okay, I think it's too much snow, but I think I might just be able to get away with it. That's what it's looking like. It looks so much better on camera than it does in real life. Like, from what I can see, that looks amazing. But in real life, it's very so-so. I still feel very nervous about this whole thing. Bob has got me on edge. I'm gonna use a white to represent the tree trunks that he was talking about. This one is my favorite tree right now because it's just looking all kinds of defined. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna leave it before I mess it up again. Yeah, so I sort of made the land a bit as Bob instructed. That's where we're at so far. What Bob is doing right now is creating a line where the water meets the land, I think. And he used like a dark brown to do that, so I'm gonna try that now. I quite enjoyed painting the reflections in the water because I felt like that was really adding depth and dimension, you know, as an artist would. But the trees, they felt like a nightmare at first because I had no idea how that was gonna happen. I made this lighter green mix and then took an old paintbrush and just mashed it up and used that to paint with. It made some nice sort of plant looking shapes, so I just continued with that. What I liked about making the trees was that you could make mistakes and it would still look okay, because who knows the exact layout of a tree, you know what I mean? Who's gonna check? No one's gonna check. It just looks vaguely tree-like. I did this bit quite haphazardly, but I feel like it came out looking like trees. It's the coolest looking bit on this painting, at least, I think. Doing the highlights were fun as well because, yeah, they just added that extra dimension, that extra je ne sais quoi, you know? I also started to use my hand as a palette because, I don't know, apparently that was easier than using the one I'd already made. That tree was literally the scariest thing to draw, and now Bob wants us to draw another one in the middle of everything. I don't know if my stomach can handle this. I just don't know. All right, I think we're done. I think we're done. Oh my goodness. This is my bag. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Thank you, Bob Ross. Hello. I have stopped because I'm afraid that this is going to turn out rubbish. This is what the purple looks like on the bag, and the lilac looks like on the bag. And I don't know, I just feel like it's looking kind of tacky at the moment. When you paint on the grey, you can see all of the lines and stuff underneath. It might just be like layers is what solves it, but I don't know. I thought if I made all my layers this purple mix, then I might run out of paint. I think I might run out of paint. I do think I need some sort of glaze, but I don't have any. I think this bag would look a lot better if it was shiny. And that is not part of the bag, but if I pick it off, there will be trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna paint all of it lilac. I think it'll be okay. If it looks rubbish, it looks rubbish. So the inspiration for this bag actually comes from Louis Vuitton and Jeff Koons collaboration, where they had different artists' artwork such as Van Gogh and Da Vinci on bags, and I kind of wanted to do that. Obviously I'm not Van Gogh, so I wasn't about to paint his Starry Night in all its glory onto my bag, but I thought, you know, who is good at teaching how to paint? Bob Ross. Let me do a Bob Ross on this. So that's how we come to this point. So the next thing I did was I painted the rest of the bag lilac. I used a white from this acrylics pack that I found as a sort of base layer so that I didn't waste my Angelus paints. And then I just, you know, went to town trying to make a purple. I was going to paint over this black strap purple as well, but honestly I was just so tired and I couldn't be bothered, and so I made it a design choice for half of the strap to be purple and half of the strap to be black. I don't know. Sometimes when you're tired, you know, these ideas just present themselves in that way. Aside from being nervous about this whole process, I was also very nervous about painting the final details onto the bag, so I sort of played around with different designs and ideas and settled on one that looked like this. As you can see, I stenciled this design quite a number of times using different methods, and evidently the best thing was just to hand paint it. This is my bag child. I'm very proud of her. I think she looks pretty, and I think she looks almost better than the original, between you and me. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like it, and if you really liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.